All right, let's talk about Venezuela. Taking a few days to get my head around it. It's obviously a complicated situation. I'm not going to pretend to know all the answers. I've seen a lot of talk about how the situation in Venezuela is going to impact the Alberta oil industry, how they're going to build up the Venezuelan oil infrastructure, and Alberta's going to suffer because of it. But I don't think that's the case. I was watching a video on YouTube from a content creator called Mr. Global. He talks about the oil industry. He's a longtime oil and gas guy. And he had a perspective I haven't heard many people talk about. If you're interested in doing a deeper dive on the situation in Venezuela and how it could affect the oil industry, I recommend watching his videos. I'll tag them below so you can find them. Back when Venezuela went through their big economic upheaval and everything started tanking, a lot of the oil and gas companies left Venezuela to come here, to Alberta, to invest, because Alberta was seen as a safe, stable alternative to the instability that was happening in Venezuela. So for the time being, it looks like our oil industry is pretty safe. However, it got me thinking about the instability that is happening here with the separation movement. The longer we allow the separatists to control the narrative, the more unstable things are going to appear here in Alberta. There's nothing markets hate more than instability and uncertainty. So if we're wanting to attract more investment to our province, we need a government that can create that kind of stability. Right now, for whatever reason, the UCP is working to boost the separatist agenda rather than squash it. We only need to look to the UK to see the consequences of following through on a separatist agenda. A lot of the same arguments being made for separation here in Alberta were being made in favor of Brexit there. By pretty much every measure, Brexit has been a colossal failure. And now the sentiment has shifted so that more people in the UK would support re-entering the EU than would support staying out. We don't need to make the same mistakes here. And that's one of the main reasons for this recall movement. We need a government that will create the stability that will attract investment rather than drive it away.